It's called a false flag operation.
America has decided that 2017 is going to be the year she outdoes herself. We elected a complete idiot to run the country. We decided that freedom of speech is unpatriotic. And we set a new personal best in yet another mass shooting. As a result, we have said idiots starting shit with Korea, heated debates about how protesting racial inequality is akin to spitting hot, wet tobacco juice right in the eyes of anyone serving in the military, and another tragedy means that the world's greatest detectives get to crack their knuckles and declare the whole thing fake within 15 minutes after viewing shaky iPhone footage that has just been released to the public. They haven't disappointed either, and now I get to sit in front of my computer for 8 hours and tell them all why they are just mouth-breathing, window-licking idiots for failing to use critical thinking skills. So let's just cut to the chase and address the 3 dumbest statements so far. The first dumbass claim is that the shooter was a recent convert to Islam. Sure enough, ISIS claimed responsibility for this attack, but honestly, they'd claim fatalities at a Black Friday sale, so this isn't much of a surprise. It didn't take long for the name Samir al-Hajib to start floating around the internet, and it didn't take me long to debunk it. Samir al-Hajib is a fancy way of saying Sam Hyde, a comedian whose face has been plastered on every tragedy since 2015. It baffles me how these people can spot what they think is the key piece of information in a blurry photograph, but a few extra letters on a name and a play on words flies right the fuck by them. Claim 1, done. See how easy that was? Next claim, it had to be fake because there are pictures of people just standing around during the gunfire. Let's see the fault in that argument one word at a time. There are pictures of people just standing around. Pictures, still frames of what was happening. Take a look at Usain Bolt. Just using that image, I can deduce that he didn't run as fast as he did, he hovered. See how stupid I sound? Now apply that logic to this situation. Can you tell me what happened before this picture was taken? After? No, you can't. But you expect me to believe that certain people were in the know that this was a totally staged shooting while people fake getting shot and bleeding out fake blood drop like flies as people who didn't know that this was the most expensive jackass stunt ever ran around in a panic. Yeah, sure. I'm honestly surprised you guys didn't find the world's most famous crisis actor in all those pictures because tall, skinny brunettes don't listen to country music unless they're being paid to be part of the production. Claim 2, finished. And there's this wonderful piece of investigative journalism presented in meme form so the minds of the soft melon-headed can digest this information better. Let me break this down to you, okay? The shooter, a 64-year-old man, was apparently incapable of moving 23 weapons and ammunition up to his hotel room because in conspiracy world, weapons can't be broken down and hidden in luggage to be transported to his room over the span of 3 days before the attacks, and God fucking forbid you point out to them it's not like he lugged this shit up the stairs himself. In 1852, there was a marvelous invention known as the elevator that can get you from one floor to the other faster than you can walk.
But when we get to 20, tell me. I'm gonna throw up.
They are literally in every business building that has more than one floor. Part 2 of this shit sandwich states that he disabled fire alarms, but in reality, he shot so many rounds, they only found the area he was in because he set the fucking fire alarm in his room off.
The whistles got woo!
Seriously, this is like basic how to use Google shit you can try at your own home. Next up, he removed an 800-pound glass window. I can't find the exact dimensions of the window itself, so I will estimate that each window is 8 feet by 4 feet, so for it to weigh 800 pounds, it would have to be a couple of inches thick. Oh, and does this look removed to you? Didn't think so. And then there's the old, he didn't have any training whatsoever argument, like it takes 8 weeks of schooling in NASA's Spaceship Door Gunner qualification course in order to shoot at 22,000 people from 400 yards away. How much training do you need to accomplish such a feat? I mean, really, somebody answer this for me. So if you're like me and you're looking at this tragedy as a way to decrease the number of times this ever happens again to 0, thank you for being a compassionate human being. And I understand there is more to talk about than just these points, but I don't have all goddamn day to argue with you people. If you're one of those paranoid assholes who only chimed in for YouTube hits and could give less than a steaming rat's ass about the 587 people who were killed and injured that day, keep in mind I will fuck a hole in the side of your head and finish on your fondest childhood memories. I'm out.
Let it go, let it go.